hard pause because nothing says immersive experience like a life insurance ad.
Hey, how's it going? Hope you guys are doing well. Happy Tuesday. Welcome, welcome, one and all. I got an important poll. Go check it out. Saying it now. I'll say it again later. If you haven't yet, go vote. Trying to figure out what to work on next, basically. I also looked into landscape spline system, how to use that with a city. Turns out I made a video on landscape spline sampling with PCG, and I freaking missed the fact that when you do multiple splines, landscape splines, and sampling with PCG, PCG doesn't actually separate them per spline. There's just one big array, so there's no way of you to be like, oh, this is the start and this is the end of each spline. Which means you can't use it with the system. Hey, Sensation, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Reticulating splines? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. I don't know that word. So I need to see what I need to do to get that working. Apparently, Adrian said that if I did it, if I partitioned it, theoretically, I could get it as individual splines. Gotta try that and see what I need to do to have the city potentially work on landscapes. Legendary gaming in-joke that first appeared in SimCity 2000. Sounds like a complex technical process. It is actually a nonsense phrase. Ah. Interesting. I never played SimCity until the reboot. That was the only SimCity I think I played. I mean, at this point, it was over a decade ago, I think. And then that was right before City Skylines came out, which was a great game. I think City Skyline, my video on City Skyline still is the most views on any video, even on the current channel that has surpassed it by a lot in subscribers and everything. Let's see, if I look at my content and I search by views. Yeah, my highest video on this channel is about 58,000. If I try to find City Skylines Rogue tutorial, probably will come up. I probably need to search. Let's search by my old name. Yeah, 10 years ago, 193,000 views, which is the first video I ever posted on my gaming channel 10 years ago. Been chasing the high ever since. I fell off right after that. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. The plan for today is, before we continue on with the AI, I'm going to try to fix the freaking spawning that I meant to be doing. And the one thing that I was thinking about is potentially the reason it's failing, and I don't know why it would matter, is because the navigation isn't done generating, or like the stuff isn't finished generating. I don't, you know, it doesn't make sense, but I'm gonna try some stuff. I'm gonna make sure the dungeon's finished generating, and the nav system's finished generating, and then we'll see if that works. Because maybe that's also the reason why not only the EQS is failing, but also why the random point stuff is failing. So that's gonna be the stuff we're checking out today, and going from there. Let's do it. Also found out about this get navigation system bind event on navigation generation finished. But what I want to do is get game mode. Well, how about game mode reference? Wait, what? Oh, I do. Am I even using this anywhere? No, it wasn't even being used here. There you go. Let's get rid of those. Get game mode. Cast here. Check get dungeon ready. If it's not ready, bind event player spawned. Do a custom event. So we'll test one. And then I will just do this. just that. If it is ready, then we'll just do custom event. Because I just want to see that first. Are we just trying to somehow running this before it's ready? And then we're going to try to do this one. And see where we go. Maybe we get a combination of both. It's testing time. Yeah. Did it never trigger? Guys, I did the thing. I did the thing where I create something and I don't freaking plug it in. Why? Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna do this. So the timer and all of that stops complaining. So if I just do this, then it'll stop complaining, right? There we go. I don't know how I always do it. Every time. Failed. So everything failed. Okay. So now I'll try this. Bind event here. On navigation finished. Instead of this, we'll be doing you and then you. Oh, custom event. Doesn't matter. We'll just do this one. So now it will wait for the navigation data to be finished. Maybe, hopefully. I also might need like an extra tick of delay. Just in general. It hasn't printed anything. So... is this not triggering? One. Okay. Interesting. 2's not being triggered. So does this not a thing I want? Bind event. No, I can just. That's the only one I can bind to. How do I? Is there? What can I do with this? Get navigation system. What? What is this? Dragon's navigation system V1. It's the same one that just has a target. Is navigation being built? Let's just do some print strings. Tell me if navigation's being built. Maybe navigation's not even being built. Like, it worked, like it's there, but it's just not, that's not what's happening. True. Okay. So you're confirming that navigation is being built during this. Okay. So then why do we not know when it's finished being built? We can use it as the target? What happens here? Out of curiosity, get actor location. What happens when we do this? False. Okay, nothing. This just doesn't work. I didn't think it would work, but I was curious. So hold on. If we've confirmed that, hey, it's being, like, it is being built. But then why can we not do then bind on navigation generation finished? You know what, instead of that, event tick on if it is true, then print. Success. Or I guess in false, rather. So at least it will say, it will tell us if it's finished building. Because it's no longer being built, that means it should have finished building. I just want to see if it ever finishes. Huh. Is it because it's dynamic? I don't remember which section. Navigation. Engine navigation system. Auto create navigation data. If set to true, navigation will be generated only around registered navigation enforcers. Oh, I've seen that. No. Where was the setting for dynamic navigation? Huh. Wasn't that a setting before? It was on previous versions, but I don't remember if it was called that. Okay. So the navigation system is never being finished. That might have something to do with the problems I'm having. Let's see if we can find out something about this. In U5, I have a procedural dungeon that's created on Begin Play. If I grab the guest navigation system node and then check is navigation being built, it returns true. But if I keep checking on tick, it never stops being built. This also means that the bind event to on navigation generation finished never fires. Why? Let's see if we can find out any information about the system. I have a feeling, because right at the end of yesterday's stream, we found out that it can find the right stuff if we give it enough of a delay. So I was thinking maybe I need to do like wait for something to finish, but if this is never finishing, how could I possibly get a random random thing when it's clearly failing? A random point. Because if we were to do this delay, and then plug this through, right? So there's the delay of 10 seconds. What is it complaining about? Boy. Right. 10-second delay, and then we run the EQS query. Yesterday, it was all successful. If I recall. Yeah, so now it's all success. So, which tells me that it's something is happening, because if I did 5 seconds, then I believe it's gonna fail until the last ones will start succeeding. Yeah, failed. And then the last couple, there we go. Success is success. Now they're getting successes. So we can try like a 6-second delay or 7 seconds. This is 6 seconds. Hey, Ranger, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm going to try a little higher. But the question is, why do I need the delay? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What is it waiting for? Because it's Because maybe the navigation wasn't being built, but it's never being built. Navigation mesh runtime. Oh, that's where the setting is. It's under project setting, navigation mesh runtime. Enable do not async nav data gathering to ensure building happens on background threads without blocking the game thread. And just maximum talent generation job count. If your dungeon is very large, complex, start with 64 to 128. More parallel processing, but monitor performance. Let's try this stuff. Why is it still going? Failed, success, and then a bunch of failed, and then another success. So 6 seconds is not enough. Let's just go 8 seconds. I just want to see what the time is, and then we'll try that stuff. We'll try if any of those settings change anything. Because the thing, like, you'd think that now it's all successes, because like it's being spawned by the level instance, which all checks out. But then once it's spawned by the level instance, that means it's in the world. It should have all the information it needs. And as a reminder for the EQS, I'm not even checking anything in terms of like navigation. I'm just doing a pure setup here. But maybe somehow the mesh itself isn't being generated or figured out. It's a guess. I don't know. But okay, let's go ahead and take a look. Navigation mesh. Yeah, mine's set to dynamic. Yep. Because it needs to be. Navigation mesh. Runtime generation. It's called differently, but I think that's what it's talking about. Yeah, set runtime generation to dynamic. Oh yeah, under runtime. Yep. Enable do not async nav data gathering. After the action will generate overlap begin end events on spawn as part of a level streaming, which includes initial level load. No, I don't think we need that. If check, this actor will only get loaded in a main world persistent level. It will not be loaded through level instances. Well, I want it to be loaded through level instances. Have you tried the quit game blueprint to solve it? Wait, what? What do you mean the quit game? Why would quitting the game solve? What? I'm confused. What is the connection here? And you will skip the first update after being successfully loaded. Let me try that. See what happens. If you quit the game and never get stuck, well, it's Schrodinger's problem then, right? You don't know if it's stuck or not stuck until you observe it. Oh, I need to, oh, the tick is still there. Tick is still there. Doesn't help that this also says success. Oh wait, hold on a second. Hold on. Oh, this is also printing the word success. Yeah. That's why I'm getting confused. So this is still not triggering. It's assumed stuck if you're making the blueprint. I mean, that's a fair assumption. I actually do the same. Yeah. Yeah, I never finished this quote-unquote building, but it's successful. So just whatever it's the navigation thing is, it's not waiting on that. So that's interesting. What if, okay, instead of this delay, I go back to here, bind to player spawn, and then delay until next tick, and then try this. Where's it? Okay, let me just do you and bypass the delay. We don't need this. Just so stuff's complaining. Maybe you just need an extra tick of delay. Was it she hopped in late, so not sure what the print string's even for? Basically, for whatever reason, let me just... the last ones were successful. Maybe I need 2 ticks of delay. So what's happening is I was using a node, just doing like get a random point, right, enrichable radius, and get random location in navigatable radius. Right? I'm basically using these nodes, and they're always returning false when the dungeon is being generated. So the dungeon is generated through level instances, and inside the level instance is a spawner that this blueprint is. So when it's loaded in, theoretically, the level instance is loaded. So it should be good to spawn whatever it is. But these keep returning false. So I tried EQS, and EQS started returning false as well, even though on the EQS system, I'm not doing anything with navigation, which is really bizarre. So now I'm trying to see, what if I wait for the dungeon to finish generated and then add a few ticks of delay? Will it be successful always? Because maybe that's the trick. Maybe I just always need to wait for the dungeon to generate instead of just waiting for this thing to become active. And then go from there. The whole reason for this, by the way, is just to spawn mobs kind of spread out in a radius. Failed. Okay. So this time all of them were failed. Okay, what if I did a delay? Instead of a ticks, we just do like a time delay. I'll start with a small, let's start with 1 second. I said 1 second. We can always go down. This goes in bigger chunks than 0.2. All of this just to spawn mobs in a radius. So why did it work on some of them when there was a tick delay before? Let's do 5 seconds. We'll go now on the very high end. Okay, everything's success. So let's go in half. 3 seconds. The concern also here is if it's not consistent between hardware. All success. 2 seconds. Failures and then successes. Is using EQS a bit overkill for the task? Hey, Henry, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Well, I wasn't trying to use EQS. Originally, I was trying to use just get random reachable point, but these kept failing. And so I went to like, what if I just use EQS then? But EQS is also failing. So now I'm trying to figure out the cause of the problem. I'm not necessarily going to stay with EQS. I'm just trying to figure out what is the problem why is this happening to begin with? Why is all of this failing? So that's what's going on. Hey Kay, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. It's for sure not consistent. Random delays are usually a smell. Well, this one's a little more, I'm making it a little more consistent by waiting for the dungeon to be generated. And when the player's generated, now I'm waiting like a certain amount of time. 2 seconds was too little. 2.5, we can try 2.5. Because 3 seconds is guaranteed that it'll spawn. Why don't I just do a random vector point? If it's equal to a certain amount of enemy in that area, then we'll add an additional vector amount to space them out. Okay, the problem is I'm placing one spawner, and I need to find a random point that is within navigatable area to spawn everything, right? In a radius. I can't do just pick a random point because it can fail 2,000 times, or I can pick one that is a spot that it hits something, but not a navigatable spot, right? So that's why I'm trying to use the navigatable ones. The failure of sampling navbase is the only constant in the universe. True. Once this has all successes, we'll go and try out the regular random point and radius ones. Okay, all successes. There, all successes. So now, instead of this EQS one, okay, I'm gonna try just random reachable point. Origin is get actor location, radius 1,000. Yep. You saw random radius down the navigation part? Yeah, like the EQS right now, it doesn't have navigation enabled because I was like, maybe the problem is the navigation. But even the random distance one still fails, which again, I don't understand why. It's now no longer doing anything navigation-wise. And clearly it's loaded in. I'm standing on it. But I don't get it. I wish someone much smarter than me could explain this, but I can't. I'm just trying to figure out the workaround basically for it. You like to use sine and cosine to distribute points evenly in a central point. One input and a vector as output. There you go. All true. Okay, so it's managed to find it. Now, just to see if it's consistent also with the other one, at 2 seconds, Some were true, some failed. First, they started with failures, and then they went to successes. I want to see if it happens the same thing on this one. Oh, interesting. They're all true still. One second. So the EQS was already failing at 2 seconds. This one all succeeded. It could be just a little bit of fluctuation there. So, you know. I'm not saying it's exactly right the same. Okay, all false. I'll go 1.5. Oh, you know what's funny? I tried that. Henry. And I can't pull it up because it's loading. I'll show you after. Yeah, false, true, false. Yeah. So that's not consistent. So 2 seconds seems like the sweet spot. Oh no, I tried this. It's still on tick. Yet navigation system is navigation being built. It is always being built because it's set to dynamic, I guess. So I can't even do a bind a navigation generation finish. This never triggers. I just tried this earlier in the stream before you came. I was like, okay, maybe it needs the navigation system to finish. Oh no, it's never finishes building. It's always being built. Yep. Hey, you guys, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. So it seems like we might be able to get away with 2 seconds after the dungeon and the player have spawned. Let's see. That's like that is workable if for 2 seconds after you load in. It's like this. That's fine. As long as it's always consistently all successes. No. Okay, so it is like the other one. 2 is not enough. 2.5. So clearly it's waiting on something. It's waiting on the navigation, which is being built dynamically. But there's no trigger for me to say it is finished being built. Why EQS cares? Maybe EQS also uses navigation to a degree, even under the hood. Okay, 1 false there. There was 1 false. So 2.5 is also not safe. Let's go 3. Anyone that's consistent. Okay, all true. The EQS even runs asynchronously. Well, again, it's failing constantly, right? It was failing the same as the navigation random point was, even though EQS, I wasn't sampling based on navigation. I think, but under the hood, I think it is always projecting on navigation still, which will explain why it's also failing the same way. That's a first. Did you see that it said navigation loaded? I've never seen that print once. What? But it stopped. It unloaded it. I haven't. No, it stopped printing. The fact that it stopped printing means it stopped being loaded. So that was very confusing, right? Because remember, it's on tick right now. Oh no, the actor die. Do I have actors? Wait, actually. No, I don't have anything plugged in here. Do I have a destroy actor going on? I do. Let me turn that off. Actually. So maybe the navigation is being finished. I just don't know about it. Because it was being destroyed. Because I forgot about that whole part. No? Oh, I saw a false there, though. And now it's no longer being destroyed, but it's still not printing that it's being finished. We could do a little test. Also, we just do a print string here. Generating. So we'll just know that it's actually going on. Yeah, so there's the generating. That was all the trues. Yeah, it will never finish generating. Okay, but I did not like the fact that even 3 seconds in, there was one failure at one point. So I'll do 3.5 seconds. Okay. I think it's because my it kind of makes sense because I have my nav mesh set to dynamic runtime. But yeah, now it's all true. Okay. Let's at this point, okay, we know that this is kind of working. So let's do this. We'll do one of you. We'll keep this, keep that. Keep you. Right. But then we check out this guy. Sure, it can go back to just deleting itself. Random, get random location navigable radius. Spawn radius, let's do 1,000. Hold on. Get random. Reachable point and radius is the one I wanted. Just so they don't, this is like if there's two right next to each other, like two islands, and there's a wall technically between them, it is within the radius, but it wouldn't be reachable, right? So I want a reachable one. Yeah, we're trying EQS here. We're trying so many different things. So let's do you. And you know what? I'll just do a print string on this one. And then just get rid of this guy. You don't need the thing saying it twice. All trues. And look at that. They're all kind of spread out. I mean, I probably have the radius too high. But Dear God. There's so much fire. Oh, lovely. There's more of these guys. Maybe I'll play around with those settings. Why do the other ones have... But it says true. What's going on? Okay, Embertooth has some issues, probably because of the fire. Okay, well, we'll get to that. But it was all true. Okay. Let's get rid of all this. Guess clearly doesn't matter. Okay. Then let's also go here and let's reduce the spawn radius to like 500. Oh, I saw some falses there. The performance feels pretty bad. Why does the performance feel so bad? Because I have all these blueprints open. I see some falses there. Why did I see some falses there? I don't like that I saw some false there. Okay, let's try 4 seconds. If it's still bad at 4 seconds, then I might just say, hey, if it fails, try again. All true there. What I probably need to delay though now is the I need to fix this. Here it's failing. I need to do a check if it's valid. Only do this stuff if it's valid, please. Thank you. That'll fix that problem. Guess he's got unloaded. So what we can try doing is delaying the this loading screen by 4 seconds. I saw false there. Okay. In that case, okay, if it is false, in the very rare case it is false, because it is now a very rare case. Okay, if it's true, then we're using it. if it's false, I'm gonna do get actor location, and then I'm gonna just give it a random float. Add split, random float in range, negative, I don't know, 200, 200. It should be relatively safe to do just a 200 radius. I'm not putting it against exactly against walls, so this should be fine. Just so it's not exactly always in the exact same spot, so they kind of move a little bit. Okay. So now if it fails, it should be fine. Let's go in. Let's take a look. I'll wait the seconds and then I'll just fly out free cam style. Yep, that was when it loaded. There's a little hitch there. Right. What in the world? Do I want to know? I mean, I do. Why? I think the idle's not working properly. I think the idle's not working properly. Oh god, why is the idle not working properly? What's going on here? Oh no, it's because I'm ejected. It's because I'm ejected. When I go back in, they start behaving normally. No, okay, we're fine. We're fine. We can pretend like everything's fine because that only happens when I'm ejected. When I go back in, they all start working normally because they stop shooting at me and everything. But this is working. So what we'll do then is add. You'd probably get away with go back to 3.5, honestly. Let's do like 3.75. And then we'll add 4 seconds of delay on the loading screen. I don't like the idea of adding 4 seconds of delay on the loading screen. But 4 seconds is not the end of the world. So I think we'll survive. Somehow. I need to remember where it is. It's this one. I don't think it's here. Oh, this, yeah. How long till loading speed should wait before fading out once the save file has been fully...
Oh yes, the ritual sacrifice to our corporate overlords has begun. Voting.
I think I can just set it here, I'm pretty sure. And then we'll be fine. I need to put some tips in. I need to finally put some tips in. I'll add them in after the ads. We'll have great tips. The best tips. They're not gonna be tech tips, but they'll be game tips. Oh yeah, there's been some updates to the character. Let me see if I can show you guys. See, what can I show off? We're starting doing the texture of the skin. So it's starting to get there, right? Starting to get there. I think looking at this now, maybe a little blend here is a little too high. Might need to go a little lower. But I was also trying, just decided to throw it into AI just to see what kind of makeup it'll give me. Told it to generate real hair. But we're starting to get there. Starting to get there. Obviously, this is not like the full material. The lightings here is bad. But right, because you can see that you would not get a highlight here, for example. Either you know what demons do when you're ejected? What? I don't know. I don't know, and I don't really know if I want to know. She looks good. Good. Yeah. Well, I'm. Where's the eye shit? The eye one I'm thinking of going. I told the character artist to try this one, this kind of makeup. And see if it works. But maybe instead of blue, it would be like a red outline. Again, my search, like the things I've been searching recently, I never thought I'd be searching, but here I am. Where is it? Yeah, this was my page earlier, where I was trying to find reference for lipstick, because I need to figure out what kind of lipstick the main character has. Not something I was ever thinking about. You know, as a guy, I don't really think about, what kind of lipstick? I'm like, shit, now I need references. I guess I need to Google. I had to even figure out what to Google to get the proper like image results. Because if you search just the word lipstick, you get the actual, like, you don't get the lips, you get the you know, the object. But yeah, we'll get in there. We'll get in there. All men do this once? Search lipstick? Look, to this point, this was the first time I've ever searched. I don't know if all men do this. It was definitely a first for me. I had to look up that. I had to look up eye shapes and eyeliner and all that stuff. Right? Like, freaking go into makeup land, figure out what I want. Okay, so yeah, of course, some men. Yeah. That's safe to say for everything, right? Some people do very interesting things. Okay, loading screen tips. Don't die. Dodge. attacks. Don't miss the enemy with your attacks. These are great tips. I highly recommend them. Please do only don't die. No, I think it's funny if there's some more. But I mean, like, to be fair, that's also funny. What else? Run away when you're about to die. Run away like a run away like a little bitch when you're about to die. Obviously these are all temporary, but I think what else? Is there another one? You have abilities. Use them. Or don't. I'm not your mom. I love how all the things got longer as we went on. Don't die. Okay, there we go. I think that should be good. Let's test out the delay. That's the whole point of me coming into that menu. That looks good. Oh, the champion should be casting fire. Oh dear God. I'm stuck. I can't. I'm not attacking anyone, so it makes sense. But I didn't like the fact that they were kind of spazzing out. Maybe they are not working for idle. Yeah, what's going on there? So the idle isn't working. What's going on? Why is the idle not working? The spawning is now working better. Okay, I'll take some wins. Try the AI debugger. You say that like I know what that is. State trees, character trees. Let's see what's going on. Press K while in game. I mean, I know where the problem is. The problem is inside of state trees. Inside this idle state. Oh, it's the whole, I think it's the whole pathfinding distance. So for whatever reason, the pathfinding distance just doesn't work very well. Maybe I just, the pathfinding distance doesn't work very well. Because, let's go back to the testing level. Get rid of you. Sure, we'll test on you. Because I'm gonna print text. So let's do distance to player and pathfinding distance. This is happening every half a second, so let's change the duration of this to 0.5. So, if you look here, pathfinding distance is the same, but originally it wasn't, right? And I think it was 200, now it's 800, 700. So now it's the same. Now it's actually working. And I think it's that delay where the navigation isn't built. Okay, so it is working. It just, huh? Oh, now it's 400, 200. Why do the pathfinding distances go super low? Right? Why are these not the same number? This whole place is navigatable. $300. It dropped to 300 for a moment. I'm pressing K. Nothing happens, by the way. K. I'm spamming K. Nothing happens. I think you mean semicolon? Not semicolon. What was the other one? This one. That one. Why am I getting this? I'm getting this thing. What? I'm not even doing anything with EQS right now. Wiring category EQS? Is it a different button? Zero? Okay. Yeah, there we go. So nav mesh, right? It's all green. Everything here is one big nav mesh. It's all one big piece. Nope. So why the pathfinding distance goes down to like weird low numbers? I'm not sure. So basically that's what happens, right? Is I'm checking pathfinding distance here, but regular distance here. And because pathfinding goes super low, it gets confused between these two sections. And it fails everything. Why is freaking, why is it shit? What? What I can do is, okay, well, we can try fixing this by here. We're checking if basically we're close enough, but it should get out of idle range. But I also need to make sure that the chase is able to grab it. So I need to check this. Yeah, the distance to player. Oh, this is also using pathfinding on this one. Uh, change this to be the regular one. If the distance to player instead of pathfinding, because obviously, it will never come here if it never, if this was too far. It will just be in here, which should be fine. If pathfinding distant player is less than that, and flow compare, the distance to player is less than or greater than. We should make sure it's in the chase group. Greater than chase range? Is that right? Oh, he's spazzing. Right there. 2,000, 2,000. So why are we spazzing here? So that's not why. So the stuff I was doing was not the reason for it. Or 2,000, which means we should be in idle. We should be here. So hold on, let me undo then all the stuff I did. All right. So what's going on then with the idle state potentially? Move around point. Is there there's a new one, isn't there? Hey Stormman, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Happy Tuesday. Come on, load in. Come on, Real. You can do it. There he goes. It's not move around point that I want. Is it? No. Modular movement. I want. Is it move to play? Move to location? I think it might be this one. Move to location. No. I had one that is random movement where I specified oh, but that's within the current one. No, this is the correct one. This is correct. So it does this, then it does look around. Try to float, look around. And then there's a weight. The weight is a random. I don't need this. I can just. This is now easier to do. Get rid of these two. Instead of doing 2 to 5, I can do 3.5 with 1.5 deviation. Yeah, I don't need this. Remove this. 2.5 with 1.5 deviation. Oh, 3.5 with 1.5 deviation. And then we get rid of you. That's not needed anymore. And this... this also is not needed. Remove 3.5 with 1.5 deviation. Do 3. 1.5 deviation. If not, yeah, that's fine. Didn't realize the day or time, so you're late. Oh, you're good. The fact you're here at all is already appreciated. Yeah, so this sets it to idle. Movement speed, good. Moving around itself. Yep. That is fine. So now, hopefully this has fixed some problems. Let's see if we can get it doing the same thing again. Oh no! Right? Why? What is he still doing? What is he still doing? Why is this not... Oh, hold on a second. Oh, I know what's going on. I was working on the other stuff. And because of that, state tree gruntling, I haven't swapped out all of these properly for all the characters. So it's not, he hasn't been actually using that tree. He's been using it. Whoa. What was the, what was, no. Mm-hmm. Why are you doing that? Why are you, what is happening? I'm gonna set this to, yeah, this. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this dance? Right there. It's just... root grace window check. On tick, If it's not, go to root. Don't go to root. It should be idle. If Grace window is invert, gets us not window. So when it is not, when I don't have it, we go to root. When I do have it, it should stay here. Let me see what happens when I do this. No, that has nothing to do with it. It's just the this idle tree. What the hell's the problem here? Oh, is it this? Because this completes now? Yeah, this completes now. There it is. Good. Got him. He's not going anywhere though. He should be looking around or moving. But, you know. Okay, so now why are we just doing look around? Oh, because it's all, and this is not all. This can't. This doesn't have a complete. So let's do finish task. Aha! There we go. How did I not test idle on these characters? Spent a few hours adding currency to your game, the coins from yesterday. Nice. So it's all working now? Wait, you have a currency. Does that mean you have a shop? Okay, so that should fix a lot. So here, on this guy, right, we're back to not transitioning on pathfinding distance. That's fine. Okay, so now what we need to do is go through all of these guys. And update this. Embertooth should be fine, but let me just double check him too. Tickets to unlock area. Oh, tickets to unlock areas. I don't know why I read that as tickets to unlock seats when I first looked at it. I couldn't tell you how my brain had the word seats out of areas, but it did. So feel free to question my brain. Might as well set up the bosses now too, because I'm gonna forget. I mean, that's still Sierra. I mean, that is closer to seats, true. But I feel like you're giving me too much, too much credit on that one. I don't think my brain was smart enough to read it backwards. That takes real brain power. I don't think I have that. A little R looks like a T. I mean, again, I appreciate it, but you're giving me too much credit. My brain's not that good. Like, it's really struggling about what's going on for Sunday right now because I'm too stupid to figure stuff out. I wish I wasn't so dumb. One day, guys. One day I'll get smarter. I keep telling myself that, to be fair. It has yet to happen. But maybe there's some hope. I don't think there is, but maybe. AI is going to be so much better after I do this. Maybe. Maybe. True and real. But I think we fixed the spawning thing. So after this, we're going to try out the game and see if it's working as we'd like. Well, Becky, if I'm still here, your coins aren't saving to your save game system, so you're gonna figure out while I'm in the background. I mean, all you need to do is save it to your save game, variable that you have, and then make sure to run save game afterwards. Because if you don't run save game, it won't actually save it. I learned that one the hard way when I was starting out. Brentling, I already plugged in. I might as well put it in for all of them. Oh, and I already had Ember Tooth here open. Yeah. That's why you weren't doing anything, because you had nothing here. Let's do that. Okay. That should be good. You got 3 save game slots, and you're checking if the save exists. Does the save game exist? But if you want save 2 exists. How do I only save to slot 2? By the save game name. My level art looks really cool. Thank you. I take almost no credit for it. I did the design of like the layouts and like all of that, but I didn't create the meshes. This was from a pack. I put them in this configuration and everything. You can see with a lot of PCG and stuff. This is all PCG, but I didn't like create the meshes. So I'll take that part, but I have to give credit when credit's due. And if save one exists, it all comes together through your hand. Oh, in a sense, yes. Don't miss the enemy with your attacks, by the way. We say again about the save game thing. Save games are from save game names. So if you check like, does save game exist? Right, you plug in the name of the save game of your slot 2. So maybe you have save slot 1, save slot 2, save slot 3 as your 3 names for the different save slots, and you can just check: does save slot 2 exist? Does save slot 3 exist? The first time you save to it, it will become existent. But if you never saved to that slot before, then you'll say no. Hey Doge Father, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. You love my video. Do I dare ask which one? I appreciate it nevertheless. How do you save to the specific slot? Because how do you save the specific slot? Same way. What happened here? Remove dot. Oh. Somehow this became not valid. Okay. Oh, because I'm waiting till next tick, so it's possible. Is valid. Yeah, in this scenario, it is possible for it to stop being valid. I'll pull it up in a second. Because of this one next tick, that's why it could stop being valid. If I go to my game mode real quick. I think it's this one. Here, where you do save game to slot, you put in your slot name. This is where you put it. This is what you run to actually save your game. So if you had, you have 3 variables. I don't have one. And basically, right, you just do. You have a variable that's a save slot 1, save slot 2, save slot 3, and you save to that specific slot. And when you load the game, you could just set the variable that you plug in here as the current slot. Oh, variable. Yeah, variables. Probably is the vid when you're talking about BCG. I mean, yeah, probably one of those buttons BCG. You didn't realize that was an input pin? They're always input pins. Always. Everything in Blueprints is a pin. If it looks like it has something there, it's a pin. So any PCG to find a game developer job? You made a lot of friends on YouTube. Nice. Congrats. And best of luck. How how are the game developer jobs in China? This is the PCG guy. I'm definitely the biggest PCG channel. PCG centric channel. I don't know, I'm the guy though. I don't know how you put up videos. I don't do daily. Thank God I don't do daily. Look, I'm struggling to figure out Sunday's video. And I do once a week. A tutorial for once a week. And I'm struggling every time. Well, the past few weeks have been kind of relatively good. This week, though, I'm struggling. We'll get there, hopefully. You get recommended my content daily. Good job, YouTube. I'm sure they recommended it more to people that, you know, outside of the group. You still are the PCG guy? I don't know if that's good or bad. But I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. I mean, there's only 2 people or 3 people. There's only 3 people that I know that focus on PCG. There's Aziel Arts, DK3D, and myself. So I'm the top 3 for sure. Has Aziel Arts released something recently, actually? I haven't seen anything from him for a bit. Oh, last one was 2 months ago, and the time before that was 4 months ago. 5, 6. 6 months ago was really when he was still like relatively active. It's probably, I know he has either got another job or he just has like a I don't know if it's a full job or just a contract thing, but I know he's been busy. So that is why. So I'm definitely the top 3 of PCG channels. If you don't count Aziel because he hasn't been streaming a bit, then I'm top 2. That's pretty good. Hey, don't die. Why does it look like they're on fire? Okay, we need to check for that. They shouldn't have that icon. Also, I might need to reduce your range. How did you die? I don't think I killed you. What is doing damage to these guys? How are they on fire? This guy has a dot and he's taking damage. Why are there bugs? Do I work at a company or indie developer? I work at a company, but not for game dev. I've failed to get into the game industry many a time. I guess at this point, I need to check if the damage dealer is valid. So first of all, check if it's valid. who does these days, like work in the game industry? Lots of people. But they're mostly working in more indie places. I mean, I don't mathematically probably, like, it's hard to say. It could be still that AAA in just from the few studios could still have the most. But I think indies where it's at these days. It's just finding a job in indie is harder than finding a job in AAA. Because indies don't typically just hire, like, they won't, an indie will not hire a junior. AAA might. You better on your own and create your own games? No. I think if you're starting out, then no. Because most games do not succeed. Like, not enough to be financially stable. And a job that pays consistently is going to be better than that. At that point, it'll be better to have, like, a job at McDonald's and have consistent pay, and then also do, you know, your own game on the side. I feel like, then just do your own stuff from the get-go. Because my main concern is there's no guarantee the game will succeed. And if you're just relying on that, you might be in a bad place. You just quit your job to go indie, or still figuring out the monetization part? Good luck. Good luck. Hopefully it does well. I need to check. Because we have the damage dealer here. I'm checking if it's not the owner. But really I need to check that it is self hit this one. So what we can do is, because that was just checking for itself. Get gameplay tags. So this will check that it can't hurt itself. Oops. Get owner. There you go. Hey, Shastra, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. It depends on what level you're competing at a self-employed indie. My assumption is you have not released a game yet. So it's like your first game. Because obviously if you have games under your belt that you already released that have done like a certain bar, then right, you can assume around the same bar, assuming the same kind of work gets put into it. But if it's your first one ever, then it's a shot in the dark. You're finally having fun coding. Nice. Writer and AI have made it enjoyable. I'm glad you're having fun. Having fun is important. That's why I don't code. Because I don't have fun. I think we're good. Was the drop of the music intentional? Yes. Definitely very intentional. Yep. Hey, look at that. The AI's working. Ooh, let's see these guys. Why do they do that? Why do they do the shield shake? What's going on there? I feel like they go into the fall animation too easily. Why are they going the fall animation so easily? Right, that's the jump animation. That's the animation for, like, as though they're jumping, but they're not jumping. Like, why are they spazzing out? I'm gonna try to find them in a different location. We're trying to make some UEFN game. Not Americans like this game, but not popular in China. Hey, good luck. Okay. This bug is still a thing. Not a problem in the package build because the whole system doesn't work. By the way, speaking of package and stuff, sort of. Ooh, okay, here. You, come here. Yeah, perfect. Do the other ones get... No, the other ones do not get burned. I get burned, though. I feel like he's still jumping too much. Why is he still jumping so much? He looks cool, though. Him surrounded by fire, I think, looks cool. Right? Nothing else. Oh yeah, you know what? Because I think this is working fine. Unless I get some errors. No errors. The fact that you're not yak shaving as you used to. What the hell does that mean? Catgirl stream chat? Well, you have to now say something. Of course, no one wants to say anything anymore. Now that it's been activated. I don't know if I want to look it up. How? What have you just bought? And look at how great your speech is now. It is exactly as advertised. And this affects everyone, including YouTube. Because I know you were deeming it on Twitch, but it also affects YouTube chat. You're doing busy work before doing the real task given to you? Makes sense. I mean, I really should be just reading out the it. Oh, it nya means nya. I should really read this one when during this mode. It's not big enough on my screen, unfortunately. To easily read. There was something I wanted to adjust. I want to adjust. Shit. Oh, I wanted to adjust the ability durations. And see if I can. Because, for example, AI has helped you understand Unreal better? Good. AI has helped me as well with Unreal. This, I think, lasts too long in the world. This, I think, lasts too long in the world. I want to see if I can reduce the time it exists. You have to find a way to live with it? Wait, with what? AI? Well, yeah. Of course. You up. Open you up. This one's not really a big problem. Oh, shush you. Let's go through all of these, see if I can make all of these. Why are you? The hell just that happened there? I think you just bugged out and played a different one. Oh, the cat girl. Well, the cat girl chat is not permanent, so don't worry. Don't worry. It's not permanent. Unless you want it to be permanent. Why is it so loud? I hate that all of these play immediately. Okay. No, please, God, no. What's wrong with it? You don't like it?
Twitch needs to eat too. Pausing for the ad feast.
You love it, ooh. You start AI? Why did the YouTube one not pop up? Is YouTube still working? Oh god. I hope YouTube chat's not down. I'll be right back while ads are going. I'm back. Welcome in, Leo. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Hold on. I want to double check that YouTube chats hasn't broken. Well, that is the last one. Why didn't send it to YouTube? Odd. You'll be making sophisticated, complicated things soon. You're not ready? State Tree Refresher vid from Ollie is interesting. Might revisit game dev Kev once more, but with a grain of salt because he sometimes goes all over the place. Did Ollie make a video on state trees? Like, is it showing anything like new? Let's see. What are our controls? Yeah, loop count. I'm gonna say just 100, so I can just keep looking at it for convenience. Size is fine. Spread wise fine. I want to see. Is there a duration on it? Line length. What does this do? Oh, that's cool. Ooh. I didn't know I could do this. Don't go too small. That's cool. I can use that for other things. Size. Yeah, that's all fine. Spread wide. So I don't have like a duration one. Yeah. Size matters. I mean, yeah. Size does matter. Anyone that says it doesn't just doesn't have the size to back it up. Not an official vid, but a live stream and nothing new. Just going with the basic state tree logic. Ah, he does live streams. We had AIC and state tree setup in your gameplay labs Unreal projects. They're also deciphering it. Oh. Yeah, I'm not using AI controllers at all with mine because I don't need it. So. But this one doesn't have like a duration, which is unfortunate. But the main one that I want to check is this. Please have a duration. Big count. Oh, this is interesting. I'm not going to be able to use that very well, but that's cool. I should have looked at through these controllers just more. Spread wide. I don't know what that's doing. Spike size. Just all size, adapt terrain. Yeah, there's no like duration on these. I need to go in and just adjust the durations, it seems. ASC gives perception, I think, and you want to expose the perception values to be dynamically adjustable based on the environmental stuff. Oh yeah, it makes sense if you're going for something that's basically not a top-down thing, or if you are like has stealth of some kind, then yeah, absolutely. Then you can use right vision and all that. I just don't have it over my system because I just need distance. Ouch your toes? Don't be so sensitive. Your toes will be fine. If you lose one, it's fine. It's not gonna be that big of a deal, right? Relax. I guess this one's we don't really need to adjust. Okay, what about this one? So none of these have a duration. I mean, I feel like just by tweaking some of these values, though, I can just have secondary abilities, or like a more powerful version of the abilities. Ooh, I can. Oh. I can have more powerful versions of abilities. You never get up from your desk anyway? Attaboy. That's the way to do it. Getting up, that's too much work. Light stealth mechanics? Oh, there you go. Then yeah. Been talking to some of your peeps about it, and you think you're gonna go with your idea of deep space plus technology as the main concept of the enemies that you'll be fighting. What does that mean? What is deep space plus technology? Are we talking basically Star Wars? All right, because that's space and technology. Well, actually, Star Wars technology, Star Trek. Sorry, Star Trek. Right? Because I don't think Star Wars has that much. Well, does it have technology? I don't know. Star Trek definitely has technology, and it's space and technology. And aquatic. Okay, maybe less Star Trek then. Okay, I guess we're not updating these. I'll adjust the timings of those later. Let's go ahead and check out the hub again. No, not that kind of hub, guys. Get your head out of the gutter. Imagine like surreal organism that loosely resembles creatures you'd find in the sea, but they're like robotic or alien. Sounds cool. To be fair, right? If you want to make those creatures look alien, you don't have to change a damn thing. Because some of the deep sea creatures already look like aliens. They're so weird. Deep sea creatures. Like you don't need to do anything to that creature. That is already an alien. Right? That's already an alien. You don't need to do anything. Already an alien. Don't need to do anything to it. You can even make it a horror game of just pure realistic deep sea fish. The only thing you need to adjust is the scale. Like of your character or of the fish. And then you'll get there. Right? Just... I don't know if this one's real. The point is, right? I know this thing's real. The point is, you don't need to do anything alien. In that, deep sea creatures already got that covered. eldritch robotic things that loosely resemble aquatic creatures. Yeah, there you go. 1 + 1 does not equal 2 in your game. It equals 3 or more. Then when you open another chest, sometimes the number goes down to the correct number. It's annoying to solve. Most likely, Stormman, what's happening is you're running that command twice, or just somewhere else at the same time, or just in general. So you think you're triggering it only once to add 1, but really you've actually triggered it twice. And you're not saving the value, so then sometimes it'll not trigger that. It's my only guess. HP Lovecraft also used deep sea creatures as horror elements. Yeah, makes sense. Jew shark, John. What? Ow. You guys hurt? Okay, I need to look into... this fire looks so much more intense. I might need to change the scale on this fire. Ow. How am I? I'm dead, aren't I? Why does... Huh. I don't know why that happens. Okay, what the hell is up with the run duration? Why are we at -1, -26? How is that possible? I went -1 minute, -26 seconds. I guess we've added time travel to the game now. Let's look at what the hell's going on. Like, I don't even know how that's happening. You keep me thinking simple is gonna make everything be simple shapes like spheres. Like, since most of them would be flying. Nice. That's a good way of doing it. Okay. Okay. Let's see what the hell's going on. I know we got distracted, but the stuff needs to be fixed. This happened before too. So no, I don't need you. I need you. Game instance. So all we're doing is here. Dungeon runtime start. We're just doing get game time in seconds and setting that. That's all it is. And then this only happens when we do reset the game, basically. So it only happens when we enter the dungeon, pretty much. And then we have time. Yeah, dungeon run start time. I just returned that one variable. Okay. So we set it and then we return it. That's all this is. And then, where's my UI stuff? Game over. Statistics. And here we go. Populated run duration. Then we take the current game time in seconds and we subtract it from the one from the game instance. Then we have the time in seconds. And then I just split it and format it and print it. How does this become negative? How is this possible? What black magic sorcery can make this negative? How can this game time from seconds become smaller than the one that we set on the game instance before it? Wouldn't it be simpler to start a timer when you start a level, then keep track of it between levels? But then the timer's always running, but this doesn't require a timer. This is a timer. Get game time in seconds is already a timer. Then you just take one minus the other. No? No, it isn't. Why? Explain. Clearly you're right, by the way. Because clearly I'm getting negative values here. But explain. There's a timer class? Well, do you mean like this timer or a different timer? That's the only timer I know. And I could do that on the game instance. Like, it wouldn't be too super bad either. Like, I can just start a timer and just count it up every second. Hey Rain, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Forgot to come here today? That's okay. You're not required to be here every time. We'll cry in the corner though when you don't come, but you know, you're not required to. So there's a timer you selected. Good thing is it has a timer handle. Yeah. Sure, we'll set it up that way. If it's if the other one has problems, then we might as well. Set timer by event. We'll still use this variable. Does the timer still go when you load in to a new level? It does. Yeah, I didn't think it would. Guess what rotated it to the floor and is having spastic seizure? Hopefully not you. Unless it's with it is the game instance. Well, we're about to find out. Custom event. Print string. Looping. Every second. So clearly it's loaded in. I need to put a portal here to see if I go to a new level, that it's fine. Let's take a look. Oh, by the way, I started saying something about this, but I've been talking to somebody about potentially creating a custom dungeon generator for me. Because there's issues with Dungeon Architect, and the dev of it is not responding, then I'm like, you know what? Just like I hired for the character artist, maybe I should just get someone to make me the system that I want. What's the community post up on YouTube? Never heard of that. If you go to the channel, you'll see videos, streams, and one of them is posts. Level loading, boss portal. You get the elapsed time when you store the handle as a variable? Well, I already get the game time in seconds. That was what I was using, but that was failing. If it's like a little off, it doesn't matter, right? During the loading. I just want to make sure it continues on. Main thing is it's printing hellos, right? And if I go in here. Okay, it's still printing hellos. Okay. So what we can now do then is this resets the time to 0 when it first gets called here. And then we get dungeon runtime start, and then we just increment it because it's every second anyway. I don't really care if it's half a second, you know, off. Let's see. Finally, okay. All right, 16, 17, 18, paused, 19, 20, 21. I think there was a little hiccup there, but those little few seconds, I don't count anyway. That's whatever to me. So I'd say that works. So yeah, let's do this. Instead, and then in here, we just get this value. And instead of doing this, we just use it here. Same formatting and everything. Hours, minutes, seconds. Is there a way to pause it during load and then restart it? In theory, it should retain the same value thing, right? Yeah, you could just restart it on if you wanted to, but you just need to do on begin play probably, or it's initialized. Event init, yeah, event init is when it gets initialized. You could have it reset if you wanted to. I'm using a blueprint interface when I wanted to actually, reset it back. Basically, when I enter the dungeon, it sets it to be whatever it is. It resets it, and then on game over, then I read that value. So let's see if it works. It should. Run away like a little bitch when you're about to die. Great tip. Oh yeah, I need to get rid of that. Ow. Rid of you. So now we're dealing with just 3 enemies, which is good. It's kind of what I want to be at. So you're never really dealing with tons of enemies. I was spamming right click and it wouldn't work, and now I got hit because of it. Good job, me. Yeah, I need to do something about these abilities staying so long. It's cooler, especially with effects. It's definitely cooler. The AI improvements have helped already, I think. I got hit. Yeah, he still gets behind me. I love that we made this guy be able to backstab, basically. I'm so happy about that one. Okay, anyways, I should probably die. So these guys still have some issues, huh? What's going on? Why are we hitching? And why aren't these guys doing anything? What's with the hitches, and why aren't we doing anything? What is going on? What is going on? Why are we really hitching here? Something's up. Run duration works. Well, great timing. What happened there? You're watching the next fest. A man gives you the confidence that you can eventually put up your game as a demo someday. Okay. The way you have that written makes it sound like Next Fest showed some real shit games that gives me the confidence that I can put a game. Because if they can do it, man, I can do it. Because that's the kind of logic that I use. And if I wrote that, that's what I would be thinking. Because watching good stuff doesn't give me confidence. I'm like, oh shit, I can't do that. But watching shit, I'm like, oh, I can do that. There are some gems among the slop. Not all are perfect. But yeah, but the fact that they were slop, right, is what gives people confidence. Your game is never going up ever. Your character is never going to walk straight. Maybe that's a feature, not a bug. Okay, so what happened to the, why did it start performing so shit? There are some simulation type slop games. I don't mean they're really good ones. I think the problem was with God, I died so fast. Okay, let's I'm trying to find the firebirds, as I'll call them. Embertooths. Embertooths? Emberteeth? What would you call him? His name is Embertooth. I guess it's Embertooths. Tooths? Tooths. Embertooths? You kind of want to say Emberteeth at that point, right?
リベラパーデトススキル修道ソーヒー NERFS エブリーシンクカパ
There it is. I love he chose the one, he randomized the one Japanese voice so you could understand anything it said. Okay, something's going on here on a timer, and something tells me that it has to do with the fire stuff. Developer gets skill issued, so he nerfs everything. Do you mean developer has skill issues, so he nerfs everything? Sure, either way works. Okay. I think the problem is this. Spawn timer here. Why do I have this open? Half second on landed. Let's make this also a bit smaller. That's what Ubisoft's. That one's their own doing. I don't think this is why, but I mean, I don't know. Something is going on. I think he's spawning this Niagara system too much. Because I think this landed delegate is probably triggering way too much. Potentially, because it looks like they're constantly jumping because of uneven ground. So I need to check this because I have a feeling that it's just spawning way too many Niagara systems. Going back to state trees, your idea is data first and then analytics, then execute. Hey, if it works for you, no problems there. Now I need to remember to get rid of that portal. That'll take forever. Get rid of the portal. Okay, need to find... There they are. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Oh, yeah, he just spawned 3 of them. Because he spazzed there? Ah, shit. Why are they spazzing? Why are they just doing this constantly? Use spawn limits? Yeah. Yeah, I could add a... Doing a retriggerable delay would maybe work. No, not retriggerable delay. Let's do can spawn. If you can spawn, then obviously spawn. But once you have spawned, then say can spawn to false. And then let's do a delay of 1 second and turn it back on. Let's just do that for now. I need to figure out why he's doing this. I think it's because of uneven terrain. I need to figure out how do you not have it read like it's jumping. Have a good one, Rain. Thanks, bye. You'd also do on not valid spawn. But I don't have a valid or not a valid spawn. The spawn is valid. But this should help. It should help solve that problem. Because yeah, we don't want performance issues from this. You need to remember to remove that. Here we go. How are you in the ground? Yeah, why is he like spazzing there? Yeah, spazzing there? Like, what's going on? Why does it look like he's jumping up and down? But he's not actually jumping. It's like he's trying to walk, but for some reason, he has just a very little amount of up and down movement. And so he immediately plays into the falling animation. Is he ignoring the fire hitbox? Yeah, the fire hitbox doesn't stop him at all. It shouldn't be. Fire hitbox has no like actual like collision. And it doesn't matter for this guy. It happens on the other guys too. So he goes here. So as long as he's not dashing and is not moving on the ground. So I check that he's not moving on the ground. What I also need to check is vertical speed, I think. I probably need to check for vertical speed. Get velocity. Break. As long as this is... Well, it's gonna go negative when it's... Well, yeah, here I need to check if it's greater, because if it's greater, that means it's going up. Greater than 10. Let's try something like this. Maybe a little bit higher, but looks like it spams the animation. Yeah, that's what it's doing. But the reason it spams it is because it thinks it's off of the ground. So it's constantly triggering the landed delegate because it was in the air and has landed, which is the main problem. Is why it thinks it's jumping and being constantly landing versus just walking. Like, I know this is not even terrain, but still. Why are they in the ground? Okay, let's see if this guy spazzes anymore. Looks like visually he's not spazzing anymore. That time he jumped. Okay, that's a jump. Okay. I need him to walk. Okay, that's an actual jump. But he is not spazzing anymore. Okay. Okay, I think that fixes the problem. So we can do this same check then. On here. When we do the landed. We'll do the same check. But this one will be negative. So less than 10? Or less than negative 10? Because it's going down. Let me just do a print string here. Just to see what we get. Yeah, they're for some okay, they're not necessarily jumping. Well, the big stuff is jumping, but the little what it was doing here, I think it was not jumping. It was just them walking and it thinking it's dropping for a moment. Because the ground is technically like right this. Instead of thinking like, oh yeah, this is just a normal like uneven ground. I just need to find another one of those guys. Oh, here we go. There's a bunch of these guys, but they're not. Oh, see, he's still doing the. He still did that. Why he still? Okay. Let's try a bigger value. 50. No worries, Henry. Injury lurk. Oh, I feel so sick. Oh, I've been drinking too much. Oh, wrong way. Okay. They're not here. Off to bed. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. I see. Where are they? Now that I need them, I'm not gonna find them anywhere, am I? Oh, there's a guy. Okay, negative 130, 150. Oh, wow. He's really going like, this is a very high number. So the speed is actually quite high. Huh. Why? It's always a problem. On this uneven terrain. Still less than 200. The real thing I'm going to need to figure out is the uneven terrain problem. This is a band-aid solution, what I'm doing. It doesn't stop the bleeding. I need to get rid of the freaking portal. It's happening again, where I keep forgetting to get rid of the portal. Dead end. Are you in the ground? Oh, okay, here we go. Here they are. Okay, I think the jumps are still working. Ooh, did he just... he's still doing it. What? Yeah, they're still doing it. This doesn't help. Huh. Okay, well, I'll need to figure out how to fix that. But at the very least, he's not spawning more. So we fixed the spawning problem, at least. This is not working, though. So we kind of fix it on two fronts. During the tests, he's not more than negative 200. And the delay has helped. Okay. Cool. One thing I have noticed is mobs don't spawn in from close enough. So let me go to plugins. Where's the flex partition? Let's do 3,000 and despawn range 4,000. It will mean that I keep more of them, but I think 2,000 was not close enough. I think that'll help. Okay, cool. Well, I mean, we did get some stuff done. We got some stuff taken care of, so I'm glad about that. As a reminder, go check out the poll in the community post section on the YouTube channel. It's just where you go in the channel and there's videos, live streams, right? And the one there's just posts. There's a poll there. Go vote to figure out where to go next with the City Gen. But otherwise, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll be back tomorrow with some more fun and games. And we'll probably continue the AI tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. We give us a a few days to improve some basic stuff, or we'll do some more bug fixes like this, honestly, because the base AI for the has started already, so it's just already a lot better. So we'll see. But I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye.